All right, you would have thought by now would have had these intros down to a fine art. I haven't. We're doing a tasting of Green River Wheated Bourbon. That's it, complete fresh bottle pop, so we'll get that opened up. Oh God, can't even open the label. Yeah, bear with me. Why do they make these things child-proof? Oh, aged-proof at least. Right, anyway. Reasonable pop. And pour. Like I said, as always, safety first. So, Green River Wheated Bourbon. What do we know about it? 45 ABV or 90 proof. It's non-age stated, but it's also a straight. It's Kentucky straight wheated bourbon, but no age statement on here, so it's got to be at least 4 years old. Could be a bit older, but the age is undisclosed. We'll give this a sniff. Not sure what. Right, as usual, all I'm getting off that is the initial ethanol vapors and cinnamon and oak. I don't know, I'm not like one of these people that stick the nose in the glass. Oh, I can get sugar plum frosted cornflakes. You know, Tony the Tiger's just poured a box of Frosties into a glass and no, that's just, no. Oh, I'll shut up again, right. Anyway, so, yeah, what? God, oh my, why do I do this? Oh, I don't know. Okay, right. Let's have a, maybe it's a little bit dewy. It's a wheat whiskey. You'd expect to have some level of bready, pastry dewiness in there. Maybe there's a little bit. I'm not getting a massive amount, but maybe it's a little bit. Let's see what else we can get then. I'm waffling to hoping this is going to open up a little bit and see what, it seems oily enough. There's plenty of legs on there. So hopefully that's going to have a nice mouthfeel to it when I eventually get around to tasting it. But now these things are like a little bit strange, and there's a certain irony. At dinner time, I had a peach Melba cream cake, which is just basically lots of icing, fresh cream, and some peaches in the bottom of some sweet pastry. And I've gotten the sweet pastry, and there is a hint of there is a hint of peach in that, which is quite surprising. Very faint, but a little bit of peach. It's a little bit pastry-like, sweet pastry. Okay, we'll give it a taste. Well, that is pleasant. Pleasant indeed. Not really getting a lot on there. I thought the peaches from the nose might have carried through into the taste, but maybe a little bit. I thought it would have been a lot softer as well with it being a wheat whiskey. I was expecting it to be a bit more sweeter, but it's actually got a bit of a, there's a bit of a black pepper sort of, almost a rye kick to it. And I know there's no rye in it because it's a wheat whiskey. I'm trying to remember what the mash bill is. I think the mash bill is something like 70% corn, about 20% wheat, which is quite hard. Well, it's a wheat whiskey, so you'd expect that, and then the rest of it, it's malted barley. So there's no rye in there, but yeah, I am getting a little bit warm on the back of my mouth as I'm drinking that. Right, okay. So on the nose, I was getting a little bit of apricot, apricot, peaches, more peaches. Apricot, yeah. I was getting a little bit of that, a little bit of like pastry, sort of like dewy pastry. I wanted to expect that through on the palate as well, but I just didn't get that. Not the first time around anyway. And then the finish is sweet. There was a little bit of heat in there, which I'm a little bit surprised at because it is only a 90 proofer. There's no rye in there, so where that kind of black peppery heap's coming from, I don't know. That's a bit of a bizarre one, that. Yeah, that's strange. Let's just try this again. I still get a little faint hit. There's a faint hint of peach, slightly oaky. I'm definitely getting the dough, the pastry smell. Yeah, there's definitely peach there. It's not strong, but Well, not strong to me anyway, but I'm definitely getting a hint of peach. Right. You take that into your mouth, and it's sweet first, and then it hits your tongue, hits the back of your mouth, and it becomes hot. Like I say, it becomes hot, almost like a rye. That is the wheated, yeah. The rye's up there. Just make sure. Don't really get a lot on the palate. I wanted the peaches to come through again, but I said before, it's still not there. That heat hits you the back of the mouth, and very quickly it's gone. It's not unpleasant. I've seen other people taste this on YouTube and things, and people are really sort of like rating this above is an Antique 107 beta. I don't know. I really don't know. I think from the reviews that I've seen, I was expecting much more of this. It's not delivering. Not for me anyway. Peaches, a little bit of oak, black pepper heat that I expect from a rye, but it's not. And the heat comes in and then disappears straight away. It's gone. That's it. I can't taste anything else. The finish has disappeared. I'm searching in my mouth there to see if I can bring up if I can taste something different, and no, there's nothing there. Finish is really short. No, it's okay. And that's about as much as I can say for it. It's okay. I'm going to leave that there because there's nothing else to say about it. It's a wheat whiskey, 90 proof, 45 ABV, 70% corn, 20% wheat, 10% malted barley. Faint hint of peach on the nose. That doesn't follow through at the palate. You get a little bit of heat, and then which is gone very quickly. The finish just disappears. There's nothing there for me. And yeah, that's it. Done. We'll end that there. If you enjoyed this waffling, this ranting? Did I rant? No, I didn't rant. If you enjoyed this waffling on this disappointing wheat bourbon, then drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, guys, it's your whiskey. Drink it your way. Canny.